welcome to Station WCHF. I'm your main man, the Pastor Chef, Harold D. Lewis Sr. And I just want to do a little something for you this afternoon called the Pasta Country Schnitzel. And Schnitzel just simply means a smooth or a thin piece of meat breaded with breadcrumbs. But I'm gonna be using, I don't have veal, so I'm gonna be using some beef steak, and I'm gonna be using some pork chop. And I'm gonna be doing the Pasta's Country Schnitzel. If you ever spend any time in Germany, you know what Jäger Schnitzels are, you know how they do it over there. So I've taken it and I've modified it. And so what I'm gonna do what I'm calling the Pasta Country Schnitzel. Here we go. All right, what do you need for this Pasta Country Schnitzel? I'm glad you asked. Of course, I have my meat. I have pork chop. I'm not a big pork eater. Then I have my beef steak as well. I have three settings here. I got flour. You can use almond flour, whatever flour you use. This is just plain white flour. I got my 2 beaten eggs, and I got some plain breadcrumbs. So in order to get started, I'm gonna go ahead and start with the pork chop, since my wife loves pork chop. I'm gonna season it with salt and pepper on both sides. I use kosher salt, you know me. I'm a kosher salt brother. I go ahead and season these as well. Then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna dredge. In other words, I'm just gonna dip them in each of the three settings. Start with the flour on both sides. Dredge it in your flour. Then you move it to your eggs. Dredge it in your eggs. And then into your breadcrumbs. That's all you do. Get it good and coated in your breadcrumbs. Take it, set it aside. Let me do the other one for you. I like to do 2 at a time. Dredge it in your flour. I didn't want to get my hands all messed up today, so I'm using a fork. It's up to you. Some people use cooking gloves. From the flour to your eggs, and then from your eggs to your breadcrumbs. That's it. This is the Pasta Country Schnitzel. Pasta Country Schnitzel. And all schnitzel, thin piece of meat, breaded meat. That's all it is. Now I'm gonna take the meat, I'm gonna take the coated breaded meat, and I'm gonna put it in the skillet. The skillet has to be at least 350 degrees. So I got an old cast iron skillet that I'm going to fry these schnitzels in. Okay, now what we're gonna do, we're gonna add our meat to the skillet. We got the temperature again, 350 degrees. I usually just do 2 at a time so I don't crowd the skillet. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cook them on each side for 3 to 4 minutes. 3 to 4 minutes on each side. Then I'm gonna flip it and do the other side for 3 to 4 minutes. And I'm going to test it with my meat thermometer. I have a meat thermometer. I'm going to test the inside of it to make sure that it is cooked at 145 degrees on the inside to make sure it's done. You're watching the Pastor Can Cook Show. I'm the Pastor Chef, Harold D. Lewis Sr., and I'm doing the Pasta's Country Schnitzel. The Pasta Country Schnitzel, baby. Okay, here's the finished product here. You see I have the presentation here. I got the Pasta Country Jäger Schnitzel. I got the some diced white potatoes. And of course I have my salad. Look at that presentation, y'all. Check this out. This is the Jäger Schnitzel here. The Pasta Country Jäger Schnitzel, I like to call it. And then this is going to be the meal presentation that I'm going to serve my lady of love with, hoping that she likes it. You know, you're watching the Pastor Can Cook Show. I'm the Pastor Chef, Harold D. Lewis Sr., baby, and this is the Pasta Country Jäger Schnitzel. Hallelujah! Look at that meal right there, baby. having a jazzy good time. The jazzy afternoon, baby. Here it is right here. The finished product, the Pastor Country Jaeger Schnitzel. Got some diced white potatoes. And of course I got my green salad. So y'all know, I got to taste this for y'all before I get out of here, right? Got to taste this Pastor Country Jaeger Schnitzel. Here it is. Check it out. Tender. Love it. Love it. Look, divinely delicious. Divinely delicious. This been Miss Katie Mae Jones' third baby boy. I'm the Pastor Chef, Harold D. Lewis Sr., and you've been watching the Pastor Can Cook Show as I prepared the Pastor Country Jaeger Schnitzel. It's been a plumb pleasing pleasure to prepare this dish for you. Always remember, either your faith has to expand to accommodate your vision, or your vision will shrink to accommodate your faith. I love you, God love you, and ain't nothing you can do about it. I wish y'all was here to dine with us, baby. I'm gonna go down here and serve my girl. Love y'all. Peace.